never ends here. Let's move the camera a little bit more that way so you can actually basically see me a little bit more clearer here. Welcome to the show that hopefully never ever ever ends, and we don't ever get cancelled on that note, and we try not to bore you, not on our watches whatsoever. I don't know where that bell has been coming from. Somebody has been belling me. Yeah, it's probably letting me know that, of course, the video of touring with us, which actually has come from the We Love East Anglia. Okay, this is a quick update here, live on touring with us, and of course, yes, it's live on touring with us, which is the name of the program here. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to ask at any time here. I won't be on for too long today. It's not really a Q&A, but of course, if anybody does ask along the way, feel free to get in touch. I just want to say hello first of all to all the subscribers of late, of course, especially those who have made it just over 570. But yeah, it could change, and it does from leaps and bounds here. Some people come and go at any time, so I don't want to say, you know, it's a congratulations now. Well, it is kind of, but of course, things could change. That's what I'm trying to say here. So yeah, first of all, hello to, of course, bus driver Phil, who of course recently subscribed to the channel, and of course we'll be checking out more of the video content, and we hope that others come along too and be encouraged by that as well. Thank you for the thumbs up as well, which means a great huge lot. If there's any moderators in the chat, hello to you as well, as per usual. And what moderators do, basically make sure there's no swearing on the channel and all that kind of thing. But yeah, talking about buses here, of course, I don't know if Phil will be watching this right this minute. Maybe on replay he might want to comment. But of course, yeah, you can actually comment on the live stream as well. So there's both ways of commenting if you want to. So I just want to address this, okay? Something that I'll do on a occasional updates that I like to do here. It's a bit like Jim Davison on his Ustream. He likes to update people, and then of course he encourages people to join as membership for his channel. But we don't have that right this minute here. That's for much later on, if we do ever get to that time where we introduce or start introducing memberships. So we'll talk about that further down the line if we get there. So yes, this article coming from Thursday the 13th of July 2023, that would have been last week. According to the Haverhill Echo, which is priced at £1.50 these days, it used to be a lot cheaper in my days, and of course a lot changed since that. Probably a lot of inflation as well has risen. But yeah, the bus company agrees changes to buses using estate roads, according to this article of last week, as I said, Thursday the 13th of July 2023. Of course, this is what he had to say last week. Stagecoach has taken on board concerns raised by residents of Haverhill Estate and reduced the number of buses it sends down their streets. 5 weeks ago, residents in Anne Suckling Road and Falklands Road approached their Suffolk County Councillor, Joan Mason, to voice concerns about a timetable changed that resulted in the number 13 Haverhill to Cambridge bus route, or being routed along their roads. Residents felt that they had to have received no information about the Hail service, and that buses often looked empty, according to Councillor Mason. He also had a significant number of residents asking that the bus services to be continued, as, for example, if it served people who would not easily get to Addenbrooke's Hospital. Stagecoach has now agreed to alter the timetable changes approved by the Traffic Commissioner. Councillor Mason, as in Joe Mason, has actually stated that the overwhelming opinion that was that the 5 a.m. buses were unnecessary, and I welcome Stagecoach withdrawing these so that no bus enters the Boyton Hall estate before 6 a.m. Residents, he continued to say, had also complained about 3 buses per hour service and 2 buses arriving on the hour. This is how much reduced in the new timetable. Okay, this is how much reduced in the new timetable. This new timetable will not, while not everything residents hope for, is marked improvement of reducing the service to an hourly service off peak and half hourly service at peak time. So, of course, concerns. Of course, hi to Walk Through Time. Massive hello to you. Haven't seen you for a long time, so hello to you. Whilst we are talking about, of course, local bus route of the Haverhill 13 to Cambridge in the local area of Haverhill to Cambridge. So concerns remain about the high frequency of buses between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. They arrive between every 15 minutes. They arrive every 15 minutes, he added. Overall, I am keen. This is what Councillor Joe Mason had to say of Haverhill. Councillor Mason of Haverhill. Overall, he goes to say he is keen to support any bus service and promote the use of public transport, but we must have a service that meets needs of the communities. Absolutely, I agree with you. Good on you, of course, Joe Mason, who has recently written to me in an email regarding the concerns of the Haverhill 13 route. So he goes on to say, also, I have asked the Town Council to invite Stagecoach to present their plan to Haverhill, and I am also keen that a consultation takes place where all residents can have their say in the sort of bus service that they would want to use and support across the town. He goes finally to say, I'd like to thank Stagecoach for listening to concerns raised by residents. I appreciate their willingness to modify their service to something more appropriate for Boyton Hall. These changes come into effect on July the 23rd, and anyone with concerns is invited to email Councillor Mason, which is Joe Mason, joe.mason at suffolk.gov.uk. So that's Joe Mason. I'll repeat that once more. Joe.mason at suffolk.gov.uk. That's Joe.mason at suffolk.gov.uk. MB says hello to you in the chat as well. So do you have any sort of concerns about buses in your area? Do let us know. We'd like to have people coming on as guests on our shows, perhaps live as well, Together Live, which is a new feature kind of for the YouTube channel here, and YouTubers out there may not be aware of it, but of course I don't know how many YouTubers actually use it, but yeah, it is a new feature for the actual channel. And if you do want to be a guest, do let us know in the comments here, and please do, of course, email us for your suggestion. And the only way to actually get on as a Together Live, we have to arrange it, obviously, and test it all out and all that kind of thing. Make sure that we are going live and all that kind of thing. It's a Together Live, it's called. And, of course, you can email us at touringwithousteam@gmail.com. That is probably the best solution if we access through touringwithousteam@gmail.com. Or it could be my email, but of course, yeah, I prefer to use the professional way. And of course, I would then email the link to the together a live feature. So, of course, if you'd like to be on as a guest, feel free to come and have a chat with us. Come and raise your concerns about maybe local community buses, that kind of thing in your area. It doesn't have to be Haverhill. We're just talking about Haverhill in sort of that sort of way. And we're just giving you some sort of example of what people could be raising their concerns for. I've got my own opinions. I reckon, of course, in my opinion, I don't know whether any councillor would be watching this right now. I could actually say my opinion right now, what I would like, but whether that is going to be something of what the town wants. I know there's a lot of people that have been using the 845 from Cambridge from, of course, the train station and Drummer Street, and that is the last one that actually goes up the Chiltern Estate. They used to have 2 buses at night, but they sort of demolished all that, and of course it is very disappointing to have to get taxis at night, standing there in the cold. Not very good indeed. On that note, I would have to say, standing out there, especially in winter times, it's not very good waiting for taxis, especially at the price that they are these days, especially on meter, which is probably around about £5, even from Lidl's to the small area of the Willsey estate in Haverhill. But that's another issue altogether, and they do sort of have price ranges for taxis in different sort of locational areas. So yeah, we've had a comment coming through now. Let's go to our comments now. Oh, sorry, my microphone's going all over the place. Sorry about that. Very unprofessional, aren't I? But anyway, use this as part of the gimmick here. So yeah, welcome to the show that hopefully never ends here, and we try not to bore you, not on our clocks anyway. So yeah, MB says, of course, I've just got to try and get the chat up so I don't lose it. The Crown and Mitre pub in Kings Lynn. There's a Crown and Mitre. I'm sure it's very similar to the one in Carlisle that I used to go to Crusaders trip. Well, not used to. I did go on a Crusader trip, on a bus trip once. Staying the night at the Crown and Mitre in Carlisle, I think it's called that, and that's what you have to do to stay the night, and then of course go on to Scotland. Yeah, Crown and Mitre pub opened today, of course. Something about a Wetherspoons there. It is next door to the Globe, Kings Lynn. Okay, so are you suggesting is that a sort of place that you would like us to end up going? I don't know, but of course, yeah, I do know the Globe Hotel in Kings Lynn. So yes, thank you very much for your suggestion. Really, really helpful indeed. So, like I say, if you do want to be a guest, come and say hello to us, and tell us what you think would be best for your area. If there's any sort of transport issues, that kind of thing. We know that there's other sort of transport links, discussions actually rather than links. There's transport issues all over the country now, which is what we really need to be focused on. Might be worth a visit. Okay, yeah, that is a good suggestion. If we know the price per night, that would be helpful. But the Globe Hotel also does night stays there, which is a Wetherspoons hotel. Now, of course, just to let you all know that, of course, we haven't got a membership channel at the moment, but it's not to say that we won't have one in the future. But this is a sort of kind of temporary one, but we're probably going to use this anyway. So some of the content is going to be on the We Love East Anglia YouTube, which is affiliated with Touring With Us. So please support that channel as well by, of course, subscribing to that as well if you haven't already. There's some exclusive content that you probably won't see on here, and of course some added content basically. So it's an extra kind of section here. Some of it will be behind the scenes, and of course that's what I'm thinking of doing, and of course that is going to be something I'm going to work on It's not going to happen anytime soon, but of course, most of the content on there will be stuff that you probably won't see for the time being anyway. Won't see too much on here. But, of course, saying that, it will be, of course, on the community section, which is where we post things like, if you're familiar with Facebook, of course, you'll know it's a comment section, a bit like going on an open stage, but online. That is what a lot of people have not yet sort of worked out, that a lot of things are posted online, which is a lot easier than actually going onto a stage and telling the whole world everything. But, of course, we don't go around telling a load of rubbish. As far as we're concerned, we try to use it like a community feel rather than getting into the politics side. But no, seriously, the community wall, which is what we've got on our YouTube channel, is very useful for updates, and we do share other video content from other videographers as well, some useful latest information, and we thank our subscribers as well. We've got quizzes on there. We've got, of course, updates on what content is going to be happening. These are all kind of new things that we are deciding to do. And we also have the occasional Q&A chat and possible prize giveaways. We also have a show called the NAR show, which, of course, translates this, okay? Remember where you heard it? It is the Nice and Relaxing Show with Giuliani Buzzing, which is his stage name to this current day of 2023. So if you like your sort of relaxation kind of music, then it's well worth coming along to have a look. And if you do want to support the show, which of course all donations received from the actual show will go on the upkeep of the channel to keep the channel going, because it's affiliated with the channel. And of course you'll be supporting Julian for his hard work and effort, trying to play out and think of some tunes to play. At the moment he's suffering with a sort of muscle problem at the top of his leg. I don't know how he pulled it, but of course that is just one of those things, unfortunately. Hopefully you can hear me better on this sound here. I'm using a different kind of phone than my other phone, but of course it probably does give you a good sound on it just as well. I presume that you're all hearing me nice and clearly as well. Lovely sunshine, by the way. Hopefully the 40 degrees doesn't come over to Britain as they are talking in the Met Office. But yeah, that's just another thing altogether. We just have to get by it, It's one of those things that, of course, I don't know if we are, as a nation, that's supposed to be scared about everything the whole media say. But yeah, it's down to other people to have their thoughts on that one, if you've got any thoughts on that whatsoever. But yeah, I don't really read into too much about it. It's just what is the science these days? Sometimes the science can be right, sometimes it can be a bit wrong. That kind of thing. But yeah, like I say, it'd be interesting to get, of course, one or two people that would be interested in coming on, even a counsellor coming on to have a little bit of a chat about what they do, of course, to listen to people concerned or raising concerns about, of course, local community issues like bus issues around the local area. We also have, of course, other travel issues that I was speaking about. Let's go on to that very quickly before I finish today. Oh, I've been going on for over 10 minutes. But yeah, no, it's very important to, of course, point this out here regarding, of course, because I actually saw recently before I went on my holiday, obviously I ended up in Norwich train station. And I happened to see, and there is a video of this, because I didn't know who they were until I asked Alex Dunlop, which, of course, apparently is married to Susan Fowler Watt, I read somewhere. And, of course, yeah, she's one of the presenters on the Look East. And, of course, I saw Look East interviewing people in the area of the Norwich train station regarding, of course, the ticket closures. Let us know your thoughts on that. What do you think about that? Do you think it's a great idea to sort of demolish ticket offices where you're actually seeing someone in person, in case you can't use the ticket machine, that kind of thing? Tell us your thoughts on that. Maybe you'd like to come on as a guest and speak about it yourself. And you could be a resident, and of course you can come on and have your say on that. Your opinion counts as well as anybody else's. So yeah, we try to, of course, have a bit of mixture of opinions from both sides of the spectrum. So if you are interested, come and let us know. You can email us, touringwithUsTeam@gmail.com, or let us know in the comments, even if you're watching on replay as well. Come and say hello to us as well, to the face behind the voice. That is quite a good expression, I think. So yeah, don't forget we do have a shop. Of course, if anyone's interested, they can actually buy one of these to take home with them and purchase online on our eBay shop. We've got shirts. If anyone wants to have any specific sort of size, let us know in an email and we'll try and order it as soon as possible. And we have those mugs, well, a bit like GB News mugs, but of course we have these mugs. These are the old, sorry about my microphone falling over, but yeah, these are the old logo mugs, but of course we do have the other logo, this one here, for mugs, because I believe that Alex Bailey, who is one of our regular viewers, did actually purchase one. And of course he needs to purchase something else, and of course let us know his email address, well actually his home address, because we need to send a prize to him. But yeah, if not, he'll have to email touringwithUsTeam@gmail.com. We're still waiting for Alex Bailey to get in touch with us for that prize that of course he won. As everyone's a winner, thank you very much for everyone that has gone for the prize when they did, and hopefully he will receive his prize. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Here, this is just a quick update here, just to basically give you an update on the previous article, according to the Haverhill Echo, dating to Thursday, the 13th of July 2023. If you want to know more, do check out haverhillecho.co.uk. And if you've never been to Haverhill, make sure you check out one of our videos on the channel for more information. There are some people that are probably drivers out there that are from Cambridge area that's never actually explored Haverhill, but maybe they have. I don't know. But of course, yes, there'll be a number of drivers out there that will be on my top list, and some will be on the bottom list as well, but I'm not saying who they are. So it's a sort of I would say hush hush on that one, but the drivers that are on the top list will know probably who they are. But yeah, like I say, of course, this channel is open to everyone here. Everyone's opinions is allowed, whether it's an interesting opinion or not. Constructive is the best way, rather than having sort of a bad effect on everything. So yeah, the latest video that I have just uploaded, actually, there's some other stuff on that channel as well, regarding of course some of my old produced dance music that I've actually composed in the 2003 time, and even 2008. Yeah, a place in Cambridgeshire, right? Okay, and I just need to put the thumbnail up, which is basically a picture that illustrates the video. That's what a thumbnail is. It's not one of those thumbs up. You can give me a thumbs up as well, but yeah, that'd be absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I'll talk about the NAR show in just a moment here before I leave you with, and I'll leave you with that. Of course, this video here, a place in Cambridgeshire worth checking out. We was amazed. St Ives, is it worth a visit? Go and check it out because it will be on the channel very, very shortly. But better still, you can go to We Love East Anglia, which is the UK version, and check it out yourself. It's already on the video if you want to see a quick glance of it right now. But, of course, you may want to wait until the end of this live update for seeing that video. But of course, yeah, I've done lots of kind of videos, especially from Great Yarmouth recently. But yeah, we've also done Hunstanton when it wasn't windy and when it was windy. So there was a bit of both on that. So the NAR show, basically, of course, it's performed and of course hosted by myself, but of course I'm not the performer, just in case you're getting confused with that. I actually host the program, and of course Giuliani Buzzing, which is his current stage name to this day of this year of 2023. So yeah, he plays, of course, a mixture of music that is based on out of copyright use, and I don't know why YouTube do. Well, they tend to detect stuff which, of course, is out of copyright, and a lot of people seem to copy the tune. So, like when the Saints go marching in, everyone knows that, and everyone can make their own remix on it. If you copy the remix, then I presume you cannot use their remix. In other words, their arrangement. But on the other note, of course, if you just copy the main melody, which is the da 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 da, you can actually use it several times, and you can actually apparently make money out of it. So there's a lot of complication with that kind of copyright issue. I don't know why, of course, YouTube seem to detect it. Although, of course, it doesn't impact on your channel, so it's very confusing. But we have to submit a, a date of birth on when the composer has actually been born and died. So, of course, if it's a way out of the copyright, like Johann Sebastian Bach, very famous composer of the German kind, he obviously will be well out of copyright. So anyone can make any of those tunes that he done, like Gigi Joy or Man's Desiring, if anyone knows that one. And, of course, Air on the G string and so on. But yeah, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm sure Julian will explain all that on the NAR show. He's due to do it hopefully next week. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Of course, hopefully it'll be amazing and astonishing for you to turn up and enjoy the show, because yeah, we have a fascinating lineup, and of course sometimes he kind of plans it, but of course he just plays along as he goes. Sometimes he does plan it as well. You know, we have a bit of chat and banter along the way and have a bit of fun, which is what it's all about. And of course, the idea has actually come from a guy who actually is on every Sunday. It's definitely worth checking out from 8 o'clock. Of course, we don't do as long as that, but of course, it's worth checking out. 8 o'clock till about 10:30, Richard McVeigh, who has actually performed at Bury St Edmunds Cathedral at his time. So, yeah, he's basically based from down south, which is sort of near Arundel Cathedral, that kind of sort of way in Suffolk. Well, Southampton, I think it is. Yeah, definitely down south anyway. And, of course, yes, he's quite popular with, of course, a lot of people having a watch of his organ, which is the virtual organ. Okay, and of course, yes, it's a much bigger organ than what we've got here. But, of course, what we have is a smaller kind of version, which is like I would say, electronic organ. And it's only like a couple of keyboards. That's what it is, and a small half a pedal board. Unfortunately, the organ behind it is not working because it's got a buzzing sound. And, of course, when you switch it on, it makes a sound and that kind of thing. So if anyone knows how to, of course, perhaps find out what the solution is, maybe it needs cleaning out, I don't know. If anyone is qualified to be able to do that, we will obviously give them something towards it. But anyway, yeah, we'll have to demonstrate what's going on that organ for anyone to make a decision. So thank you so much for watching today, and of course, yeah, keep watching here for Touring with Us, and we'll keep you updated on what is roughly going to be taking place in terms of videos and live broadcasts, possibly. And there's no guarantee it's going to be a live broadcast all the time, but of course we'll keep you updated, mostly more than any walkabout lives that we try to do. It will happen on occasions, so please bear with us. It depends on the signal, and it depends on a lot of other things like weather. You never know when the weather's going to be dry sometimes, or if it's too wet, we'll have to stop filming, that kind of thing. And it depends on the location as well. So, yeah, Sir Roger McDougan was unable to attend the opening ceremony due to the ill health, but he will be 80 in October. So, yeah, what are you referring to? Are you referring to, of course, something that is happening, or a new hotel that is opening in Kings Lynn? So, yeah, we have been to Kings Lynn of late, so please do, of course, suggest any places, even after this live has gone out. Leave us a comment, and leave us a comment if you do want to be a guest on the show. We'll try it out. The Together Live, the feature, is sort of a new feature that I don't think many YouTubers have discovered. They use other sources like, of course, Zoom, and of course, I don't know what other sort of channels use, like GB News, or actually Talk TV. I don't know what they use, but I know that it all started out through Zoom and all that kind of thing. But of course, there's other ways you can do it by OBS Studio, I believe. But yeah, anyway, this is more a direct way of communicating with one person, whereas the other channels have about 3 people on at one time. I don't know if they actually get paid for actually going on, some of these people. So do let me know if you've ever been on one of those as a guest, and let us know if they actually do get paid for going on it. I'm sure Jim Davison, when he goes on there, or of course Phil Dampier, if anyone's heard of that, these sort of guests that come on and of course have their say on certain issues. But yeah, I don't know, but of course, I don't think people would do it for nothing these days. I really don't. If anybody does know, let me know again in the comments. Let us know, of course, where you'd like us to end up, if there's a keen place that you'd like us to try out, or somewhere which is easy to access. And of course, there's a lot of easy access places that we have been to, and there's a lot of difficult places to go to as well. And to let us know if you can actually tell us anyone that would actually like us to go to a specific place like Borley Rectory. Has anyone heard of that one? It's very difficult unless you've got a car to get there. I'd like to actually go there again, but of course it's having that extra lift. We don't rely on cars as such. So that is another thing as well. So, yeah, if anybody wants to support the NAR show, we are thinking of setting up a GoFundMe on that one. Of course, Newmarket, Suffolk, Alex Bailey says, hello to you and a very, very good afternoon to you, Alex. Please do send us your email. Sorry, not email, your address, home address that we need, okay, for your prize. Okay, we're looking for that. And of course, if you can't do it by email, please purchase something else on our eBay. Okay, and then we'll pick up your address the same way as you purchased one of the cups that you bought recently. Can you do that so that we can actually send the prize out to you as soon as possible? So that way you can actually send send your address to us. Okay, you can even buy a keyring, which of course I have here, or you can actually buy a theme tune, theme tunes of touring with us. Can I say it on here? You can, but yeah, you could actually say it on that on the if you want to, but then we'd have to try and delete the comments after we've seen it. You can actually put it on there if you want to, but it's easy. Or you can actually put it on the community section if you know how to comment down below. On the community section, there's a community section where all the questions come on, a bit like a Facebook where you have headlines on there. Please do comment on there, and anyone's welcome to comment on there if they've seen anything worth commenting on, in a constructive way, obviously. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. And of course, if you do, Alex Bailey, want to put it on now very quickly, then feel free to do so now. Okay, and even after this live has gone up, of course, we will see it on the comment section. So that would be great if you could do that. And then, of course, as soon as we've got a copy of it, then we will disclose it, or whatever it is, disclose it if that's the right word, and then of course we will keep it for private use. So yeah, thank you, Alex, for that. And Newmarket is a good suggestion, but we haven't been there for a while. There is a Weatherspoons that we did check out there called the Golden Lion. It's not a hotel as such, like, of course, St Ives. There's a Golden Lion in St Ives right next to the Swan and Angel. And, of course, yes, we're not going to go any time soon. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate that. And I will be checking up on that note. Let me take a screenshot of that, actually, while we're here. So that will save me a lot of time, actually. There you go, and I've got that right now. Hang on, before it flashes away. Yeah, that's the proof I've taken a screenshot of it. Thank you very much, Alex, for that. That will be very helpful, and we can send that to you, your prize, as soon as possible. But if you do still want to purchase something else in the shop, feel free to do so anyway. So anyone's welcome to do that. We do have theme tunes of Touring With Us, some of the music that has been used for the Touring With Us background music. So do have a listen to some music, and keep your ears peeled out for that. Okay. And by the way, of course, maybe Alex can tell me, or anyone else can tell me, if this microphone sounds very, very good, sounds very professional when I'm using this. I'm actually using, of course, something that is normally attached to my other camcorder that I've got here, that I bought in lockdown. But yeah, this microphone, it's not bad, is it? It's actually a windshield. Is it a free keyring or a postcard? It's actually a postcard, but the keyrings are for sale on the eBay. So if anybody wants, they can buy one, and all proceeds, like usual, go towards the channel and the upkeep and the running costs and all those kind of things, where we have to get trains and occasionally, and overnight stays to be continue to do what we do, because we can't do it without the public sometimes, and we do have to rely on that as we're trying to cut costs on a lot of things, which will save us a lot of money, and some of which, of course, which we state in the about section, okay, is actually contributed, if you like, or donated to the wildlife habitat of Easttown Park in Haverhill. So some of our money goes towards that, to help the upkeep of the park rangers, to maintain the area of Easttown Park of Haverhill. So, of course, if Councillor Joe Mason is watching right now, this is me that, of course, emailed you regarding the buses, which, of course, he sent me a very quick email today. Sorry, I've had an itch in my ear there. I'm itching mad here. So, yeah, have your say on bus routes. I emailed him regarding that. And, of course, this is what he had to say. Very quick email. Thank you for emailing. I do like it when residents wish to get involved in issues that affect the town. I have been calling for a consultation, and Stagecoach are keen to do one. That's Stagecoach buses, by the way. I believe that Stagecoach have now been invited to the Haverhill Town Council for the September full council meeting. Yeah, the full council meeting, by the way. Sorry if I couldn't get my wording right there. So, of course, they have been invited to the I'll read that again. September full council meeting. This would be a first good opportunity to hear what they have to say. That is Stagecoach he's speaking about, and what their plans are going forward. The details of the meeting will be online on the Town Council calendar, and if you wish to ask a question, you can email the Town Council in advance. Kind regards, of course, Joe Mason, District Councillor and Haverhill Town Councillor. So thank you very much for watching Joe Mason right now, for replying as soon as he could there. And I've written up another one back regarding, of course, if you'd like to be interviewed for the channel, and also, of course, to talk about other stuff that we do for the channel and all that kind of thing, and what his work is for the Haverhill town itself. So it'd be interesting to get his perspective on things. Perhaps he'll be keen to speak into that microphone. Who knows? But anyway, I'm keen to say goodbye, but thank you very much, Alex, for leaving your address here very quickly. But I will delete it after the live's gone off because it's obviously a personal address. But I've got a screenshot of it. You saw that, on the screen there. But thank you very much, everyone that has watched in today. I was hoping to do a 10-minute sort of talk to you lot out there. It was really concerning the bus company agrees changes to buses using the estate's roads. Thank you very much for watching and staying with us. And of course, yes, yes, his message has been retracted now. He's deleted some of the message. So, yeah, of course, you can delete your own message on the address note right now if you wanted to. So that will save me doing it later. But it's entirely up to you, Alex, on that. But I've now got it, so I'll be able to send you the prize to you. And congratulations for taking part as well. But yeah, everyone's a winner on our prizes, and Julian does, of course, do very well in terms of trying to get a good competition running. So yeah, do check him out. That's Giuliani when his muscle problem on his upper leg does come around a bit, although he can use his fingers. I doubt that he'll be able to do one tonight, but of course he could do, as he's been staying inside rather than out and about. But of course, hopefully, if he doesn't decide to do it tonight, he'll be definitely returning next week. But it all depends on him, Please do support him, and we'll try and set up a GoFundMe. If not, use the Touring With Us link, and let's see if we can raise £200 at least, for the support of the channel, and we greatly, really do appreciate it. I know it's an optional thing, but we don't like to force it out on people, like saying the words please give every time. I hate that word when people are saying please give. I think that's a term of begging, in my opinion. So of course, if you don't think we're doing it in that way and you think we deserve it in any way, do get in touch with us. And of course, as I say, it is optional, but of course you can do it another way. If you don't want to donate, you can use our shop instead. You can buy something from the shop or do both. It's entirely up to you, but if you like what you see and you want more of it, obviously it's like Netflix, but they do a subscription charge, which we think the BBC should do that way now. Not defund it completely, but we think they should go subscription charge. So, in other words, you have a choice whether you want to watch it or not. But, of course, we give you kind of free content. There's extra free content that we have on our other channels. We also got We Love Haverhill UK as well. okay, which is another YouTube channel. So if you do want to support any of those channels, yeah, there's one more to tell you about. There's only one more, Exploring Places, which is another video content channel. All of those so far are just free content that we just plug away all the time. And there's some stuff on there that you probably won't see on here, some of which will go on here because we've got most of these subscribers, so they will likely, or they might be likely to see it more often than the other channels. But we have about 12 subscribers on the other channels. We have smaller sort of people on there, but of course you could well be the next subscriber on those channels. We love Haverhill UK, we love East Anglia, and of course it's UK. And of course, Exploring Places is another one as well. We are affiliated and part of the Luminous platform and media. So yeah, all of those. That's all we're going to do for now. But of course, yeah, the main one being touring with us. By the way, of course, very quickly before I go, because I will go very, very in much of a short space of time. But yeah, we try not to bore you, not on our clocks anyway. And I just want to finish up with this as well. I keep saying I want to finish up with something, but there's always something to add, you know. And of course, yeah, regarding, of course, reported post by scammers that have been on the Facebook groups. You know, we have got the same kind of groups as what we have on the YouTube channel. Like Facebook, for example, we've got We Love Haverhill UK and We Love East Anglia. And it is moderated by other people. That of course help towards the moderation of the groups and making sure it's running smoothly. And of course, you know, we have of course people that are members of the group. Of course, these are free members. Okay, that's the difference between membership and free members. Facebook is free membership, and of course they have reported such content. So we don't tolerate anything that is deemed to be spamming and attacking anyone here and not relevant to the local of Haverhill, for example, or We Love East Anglia. And of course, we want to keep the content very much localized. And when we say UK, we can mention stuff that is relevant. Sometimes we mention GB News or Talk TV, or even mainstream if it's of course useful to us. You know, we'll only mention it if it's actually useful. Okay, we're not taking any sides or anything, but you know, if it's useful to us, then we will give it a plug. But anyway, we'll leave that racing through your mind. And of course, yeah, I didn't bring this microphone with me, but okay, I'm going to say goodbye to you all. Have yourself a lovely rest of the afternoon. I think it's clouding over outside here. I think we're going to get soaked, soaked to death. But thank you, Alex, for giving us your quick address here. And of course, we'll try and send your, of course, alternative prize, because I don't think you got the correct answer of the prize recently, but of course you are still a winner for taking part. That is what we're about here. Everyone's a winner here when they enter competitions for fun here on Touring With Us. It has been live on Touring With Us with myself, Quack Quack, which is actually a stage name. I'll say it very quickly because it sounds very, very childish. To some people it might be, and some people it might not be. Some people think it's hilarious, isn't it? So I'll say quack quack in that sort of way. So if you hear me say that after a good song, you know, and I want all the footballers to sing it at their match when there's a goal. Quack quack! Each time there's a goal that's been scored. I wonder how many would actually do that by listening to quack quack each time, getting that in their heads. But anyway, probably won't be. But yeah, they'll probably think it's too childish. Although they do sing children's stuff like "Hey baby, ooh ah, I wanna know if it be my whatever it is." But yeah, anyway, I don't think I'm a good singer, so I won't give up my day job. There's no evidence I've got one. So yeah, I'll leave that jokes and many more. Yeah, I'll leave that joke and many more to the top professional comedians. I can't do it. I don't think. I'll probably get cancelled in the end. But anyway, leave that racing free mind, and we'll see you next time. And keep your eyes peeled for the latest content on the channel. And thanks to the recent subscribers as well. If you haven't yet been a subscriber to the channel and you know someone that might do it, then of course hit that subscribe button and hit your notification bell so you know when we upload a video, and that will notify you and that will bell you on your phone and give you some sort of idea of what the kind of content you expect to see on your phone or wherever you see it. You could be watching on your TV as well. You can watch YouTube on big massive screen as well. Thank you very much from myself, Quack Quack. Everyone knows my real name, but we'll just leave that now where it is. You know, it's a stage name to this current year of 2023. Thank you all for watching. God bless you all. Stay safe and ta-da. And have yourself a nice afternoon. Good afternoon to you.